Welcome to the STARS program, seniors taking active roles in society. And now, here's your host, Anita Finley.
This is so exciting, especially I have always wanted to be a ballerina myself, but I never made it. So instead, we're going to have someone who's really a ballerina talking to you. And this is going to be Olga Aru, and she is with the Moscow Ballet. They're going to be doing the Great Russian Nutcracker here in December the 27th at the Jackie Gleason Theater in Miami Beach. But we have her on the phone now, and we're going to find out all about this. So welcome to the show, Olga.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here on the phone.
Yes, this is so exciting. How long have you been in ballet? Were you 3 years old?
Oh, well, I started dancing when I was 7 years old.
7? Oh, you were...
Yes.
And that was in Moscow?
It was in Kiev, in Ukraine, and I got to the National Dance Academy in Kiev, and I was graduated as an artist of ballet and pedagogue. And then I started my professional career. So this is my 7th year working since I'm graduated, and I worked in different countries all over the world, and worked for different companies and ballet theaters. And I'm very excited to be back to the United States of America to conduct the auditions and to perform on the stage for American audience.
We're so excited to see you. As a matter of fact, I have triplet grandchildren, and they're going to be 10 the next day after we're going to see you at the Jackie Gleason Theater. And 2 of the triplets, which are girls, are taking ballet lessons. So I can't wait for them to see you.
Oh, that's amazing. That's a great ballet for children to see. You know, if they never had an experience watching and attending the show, it's like a great start for them. So, you know, it's very exciting. And we have lots of Christmas flair. We have very unique characters, specifically for our version of the Nutcracker. We have Father Christmas, Snegurочка, Snow Maiden in English, and we have a unique second act, which starts with a Dove of Peace, and we have a Land of Peace of Harmony instead of Land of Sweets for the second act. So there's some unique scenes just specific for our version of the Nutcracker. And very interesting part of it is the program Dance With Us, when the local children can participate and be a part of the show, and so they can be on stage with a professional dance company. So that can influence their whole life, and they might realize that they want to be professional dancers, same as our company dancers, right? So it's a very important cultural role and experience that we give to the local children in the United States and Canada.
Yeah, definitely, and especially having the Moscow Ballet. I mean, I've seen the Bolshoi. I actually was in Russia and saw them, but I have not. I didn't hear about the Moscow Ballet, so I'm very thrilled about that. How many are in your company?
Oh, so maybe we should be speaking Russian, right? If you live in Russia, we can try speaking Russian. We have about 40 dancers in our dance company.
40. How many women and how many men?
Well, I think it's like 50% almost. Well,
when you think about that, you've been traveling all over the country doing this. So since this is a holiday event, how can you get everywhere for one holiday in the United States? What do you do?
So we are touring. We start our tour in November, and we have about 75 cities in the United States and Canada. So we have a East Coast tour and West Coast tour. And we travel every day, and we perform almost every day in the new theater, and we have new venues. Yeah, so we keep going and traveling. So it's interesting to see different cities and different states in America. So
you must not get much chance to actually see the city because you're in the halls, and then you have to go to sleep, and then you have to travel to the next place. But at least you can say you've been to certain cities. But let me talk more about this. I don't really remember who wrote the Nutcracker.
So it's like the traditional story that we have and the choreography. It's like a classical version of the Nutcracker, and the music is by Pyotr Ilyich Tchaikovsky. And we have slight difference in certain scenes that I already mentioned before.
Right, and And what would you say the little children are most excited about when the soldiers walk across the stage? What do you see when you're...
Yeah. They love, being on stage with the professional dancers. They love all the decorations and the puppets. We have unique puppets, like a life-size dolls on the stage in the second act for the variations. They love the soldier scene, the fight between soldiers and mice, and they love the party scene when we have the growing Christmas tree on the stage, and they get the presents from the parents on stage, and also, they really love dancing mice part. They just feel, it's like something new costumes, different costumes, and we have our costumes and drops made in Russia, and they're like handmade by original Russian unique sketches. So it's just a beautiful show to see with your family.
And so it really will look different for people who have seen the Nutcracker before, won't it? It's really...
Absolutely. It's very different from the American version, and I just think that it's very exciting to see the original Russian version of the Nutcracker.
And so you said that you have been dancing since you're 7 years old. Did you intend to make this your career? I mean, there are probably a lot of young girls that start, but then they're just not good enough.
Yeah, well, the point when I realized that I want to be a professional dancer and it will be my future was when I entered the National Dance Academy in Kiev, and we had 200 people auditioning and only 2 kids got the contract. So when I realized, I've got this chance and I have to use it, and I have to work hard and be determined and, rehearse all the variations, perform, and that was it.
And this is probably unusual for me and a little nervy to ask, how old are you?
Oh, that's okay. I just turned 26.
26. Now, how long? I know dancers, they want to go on longer and longer, but how long does the average dancer dance?
If you're in a good shape, you can dance until you're 30, 37, 40 maximum, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Some dancers, they dance longer, but I think that you have to leave when you're still in a good shape, so the audience will remember you in your best. Right.
That's a very good point. And then you can go on to being a dance instructor or something else with a dance troupe, can't you?
Yeah, but I'm already I'm an audition director, as I mentioned, so I'm already teaching and dancing, so I'm doing both.
Yeah, so
I just love sharing my experience and what I learned in dance with young students and dancers. I just feel like I have so much to share and show them, so it just helps me. It's like, the exchange of the experience. It inspires me to see young, talented kids, who are willing to be professional dancers and have their careers. And
your your English is very, very good. I mean, it's just extraordinary, as a matter of fact. And so that's why they choose you to do radio shows and interviews so that you can share your enthusiasm, which you do have a lot of. I wanted to go back into what it's like to be a dancer, and we all see the dance shoes, and they're destroyed so quickly. So what does it do to your feet?
Well, I guess it can destroy your feet as well, especially if you don't know how to do that properly, but we're just used to that, and we have some special padding to put in their point shoes, so that protects to save our toes, and it just requires certain skills to, you just get used to that. Like your muscles and tendons, they're keeping the foot by themselves, and then if your feet are strong enough, it's just we don't even think about it. It's so natural for us to dance on point. So
I got it. And the other question, I'm getting all my questions answered by you because, as I said, I always wanted to be a ballerina, and so I've been very interested. As a matter of fact, when beautiful classical music plays, and I'm driving in my car, I don't close my eyes because that would be dangerous, but I'm watching the ballet, even if it's not a ballet, but I can picture the ballet as the music's going. I mean, music is so important to the ballerina, isn't it?
It is very important. It just, especially if it's like a nice classical music, and it just inspires you. You cannot dance without it, right? So my dancing is always very connected with the music, I guess, because I was raised in a very artistical family, and I play the piano as well myself.
Ah.
So it's just it just helps me to express myself on the stage. Apart from all the steps, you get into the mood, into the character, and music helps you a lot with it.
I'm sure. So my guest, I want everyone to know, we're so privileged to have Olga Aru, who is one of the
Olga Aru, that's correct.
Right, Aru, who is one of the ballerinas for the Moscow Ballet, the Great Russian Nutcracker, that's coming here Sunday, December the 27th. And you can either go at 1 or 5. They have to have a little chance in between. I don't know how you do 2 in one day, but I'm sure that's, you're just exhausted and then you're happy. The tickets, let me help you buy these tickets. A little early now because it's just October, but they are going to sell out. So let's give you the website. Go to nutcracker.com, and then you just are going to go and find it. You're going to find it and order your tickets. There are video links also. So let me just see. You can go to, there's some promos. There's one. Go to youtube.com, and I think you can then go to the Russian Ballet, and you may find some YouTube. Are they on them that way?
I think the best way is to order and book your tickets at nutcracker.com, as you already mentioned.
Okay.
You can watch our videos on YouTube if you write Moscow Ballet Great Russian Nutcracker. So you can view some of our promotional videos for the production of the Nutcracker.
Good.
And I was very pleased to be with you, and thank you for...
Not finished yet. Not finished yet. Wait a minute. We still have a little bit more.
Oh, sure.
No, we have more time to go. I want to tell you also that we are going to put a picture, and I'm not sure who it was. It may be, I do have a beautiful ballerina, and I'm not sure if it was Zana or you. I don't know. I have a beautiful picture I'm going to put on a magazine. We publish a magazine, Olga, and we're going to put that on our cover of the December issue, along with the article about this whole, about the whole ballet. So this is just one little thing, and something that I have that I just like to read to people. That tickets are on sale from New York City to Los Angeles and Calgary to Miami for Moscow Ballet's celebrated Great Russian Nutcracker. Performances will start November the 8th and go to December 31st. Moscow Ballet's company of almost 40 dancers is the only internationally touring ballet group to perform to critical acclaim in 80 North American cities annually. The renowned award-winning principal dancers, which we have one on our show right now, and the Corps de Ballet perform with expertise, dramatic expression, and stunning leaps, turns, and drops. The Great Russian Nutcracker production is known for its dedication to world peace, naming Act 2 the Land of Peace and Harmony, featuring a rose shooting cannon and a stunning dove of peace with a 20-foot wingspan. All ages feel the spirit of the season at the Great Russian Nutcracker through the romantic costumes and shimmering backdrops splashed with highlights of Russian history. Additional fanciful effects include life-size Matryoshka dolls, three-headed Rat King, an authentic Troika sleigh escorted by Father Christmas and Snow Maiden through the magic snow forest. Tickets start at $30. And, of course, the groups of 10 can get other discounts. So call 1-800-320-1733. That's 1-800-320-1733. And you will really enjoy this. And the theater is quite beautiful at Miami Beach. Let me talk a little bit about the Moscow Ballet. Can you stick with us, Olga?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Good. Okay. So the Moscow Ballet, in addition to the Great Russian Nutcracker, the Moscow Ballet repertory includes classic ballets Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty, Romeo and Juliet, Cinderella, and more. For more than 20 years, the company has featured award-winning and rising star dancers, and the company performs 100 engagements annually across North America in 15 of the top 20 demographic market areas. The Moscow Ballet receives critical acclaim and is regularly invited to present at National Press Club events. In addition to public performances, the company's mission and national platform enables it to share the Russian Vanganova ballet training with over 5,000 American dance students annually in Dance With Us, intensive cultural immersion project. New Horizons, a children's program for life, benefits thousands of school children and programs. Musical, Wonderkind, and Summer Intensive also touch the lives of many children and young adults. So for over 20 years, Moscow Ballet's partnership with corporations and not-for-profit organizations such as the President's Challenge Program and children's hospitals has raised revenue for significant causes. And you can go to www.moscowballet.com. So that was pretty good. So that's all part of what you do, huh?
Yeah, that's true.
You must have been.
That's true.
I mean, that you did a great job of explaining things, but I didn't realize just how intense this is. So, how often do you get back to Russia or Ukraine? I'm not sure where you're from.
Well, yeah, I'm from Ukraine originally, and so for the past 2 years, I lived in Italy because I received a contract there.
Ah.
And I moved from Ukraine 7 years ago once I graduated from the National Ballet College. So, and then I started traveling, and I worked in Cairo National Opera House, the Gleason State Opera House as a principal and as a soloist. So, quite intensively traveling around and dancing different repertoire.
So tell me, how often do you get to see your parents?
Oh, I either visit my family. My mom lives in Sweden, so I either visit her or she visits me somewhere while I'm in Europe.
Does she get to see your performances?
Yeah, she gets sometimes she gets to see my shows, and she was attending some shows that I danced in Poland and in Rome, in Italy. So, yeah, she loves it.
Going back to the performance in Miami, will that be a live orchestra, or is it all tape music?
Well, as long as I know, we don't have a live orchestra in Florida, but from time to time we get a chance to work with a live orchestra on our tour.
But the tape is very good, isn't it? I mean, where is the music coming from? Is it from a philharmonic in Russia, or what?
Yeah, it's from the Philharmonic Orchestra, so the quality is excellent.
Yeah, I know. I see a lot of the Miami City Ballet performances here. I don't know if you've ever seen them, but they're extraordinary, and they always have a live orchestra.
Oh, yeah. Well, I have never been to Florida, so that would be my first time.
You have never been to Florida?
No, that would be my first time.
Oh, you're going to love it, especially South Beach. Oh, my goodness. So if you're doing the performance on the 27th, when do you arrive here?
I believe we're going to arrive on the 27th or 26th in the evening.
Oh, my heavens. And then when do you have to... Then you have to leave right after this?
Yeah, that's, as I already mentioned, we have a very tight schedule, and we travel in almost every day.
So you won't be able to even walk around South Beach?
I think that I'll be able to. I'll still find a time, and we have a gap in between rehearsals, and the performance. I just would love to see the ocean and take a walk around the city. That's what no matter how tired I am, but if I'm in some exciting location, I'd still try to find time. And like when I was touring in France, we were like in Lyon and 5 months in Paris, and I was always trying to find a way. And even after the performance at night, we were like discovering Paris, Montmartre, and it's just so interesting to see new places for me.
Oh, of course it is. And how tall are you, and how much do you weigh?
Well, you will see me at the show, so you can measure. Myself then.
Are you very tall?
No, I'm not. I don't know how tall it would be in feet. I know in centimeters. I'm 168 centimeters. I'm not sure.
Like I'm not sure. I don't know how to convert that. Right. Maybe. But are you a tall?
I'm just a good height for ballet. Mm-hmm. I never had a problem having a partner.
Oh right.
A partner.
That's right. There are some very tall ballerinas that they have a difficult time finding the The men.
Yeah, that's true. Because when we're on point, our partner should be slightly taller, so he can lift us, and especially work in pas de deux, and so.
Exactly. So, of all the ballets that you've danced, what is your favorite of all?
Of all, it's probably Ballerina Borana, Swan Lake, the Nutcracker, and the Night Walpurgis. I danced the principal role in Night Walpurgis. It's from Faust, from opera. It's one act ballet.
I'm not familiar with that.
Well, I guess it's more like known in the Russian repertoire, and is a part of opera, one act in the opera.
I see.
Gounod, the music by Gounod, and it's called Faust.
Mm-hmm. Well, of course, the Swan Lake for all of us is just the music that is so absolutely fabulous. And have you been the ballerina in that, the key ballerina? It must be fantastic to be that in your beautiful white outfit.
Excuse me, I didn't get the question.
No, it must be fabulous to be the soloist in.
Oh yes, it is. You put so much effort and work into that, and just when it pays back, it's just wonderful.
So you said something about rehearsing. So even though you perform it, you then have to go back and do more rehearsals?
Well, you have to always stay tuned, and you just have to clean it a little bit, and of course it's already danced, it's been danced, and it's ready to go, but you have to still it's never enough. In our profession, it's never enough, and we're trying to reach the excellence, and it's unreachable, but then you work hard every day, and you just try to perfect every movement and to polish it, and just this is the process.
Mm-hmm.
It's a working process.
Well, I certainly applaud you. I know how hard it's been for you, and I understand the traveling that you have to do, and then get enough sleep and get the right food, and then perform. And of course, when the theater is dark, and all of a sudden the lights come on and the curtain moves, to the side, and there are the performers.
It's magic.
I mean, it's magic. You're right.
It is magic for us. It is magic for the audience. So
especially the kids. Do the kids stand up and start screaming?
No, they don't.
They don't do that. I mean, I meant
they're not allowed to scream while they're dancing. They're supposed to be dancing, no talking.
No, I meant the audience. The audience.
Oh, the audience. Oh, they love it. They love it, of course.
I mean, I know the audience, right? But of course, and how many children do you use in the performance of this?
It depends. It depends on the city, but usually we have between 40 up to 100, that we can use in one cast.
Oh my heavens!
So that's quite a lot, right?
And where do you choose them from? The ballet schools?
Yeah, we have local studios, and the audition always is an open call for every studio, so you can come from another state even if you want to participate. But we have a host studio that is hosting us, and then we have as many children as possible, to audition, and then we choose them. We have some special requirements, the height and the experience. So we have quite many roles to fill in: the party scenes, no breaks, no maintenance, smiles, and the variations for the second act.
So you're having fun because this is one of your jobs. You said you do a lot of the auditioning.
Yeah, this is a part of my job. So the first part of my job is to do the audition as an audition director, and then to perform as a soloist within the company.
Little do you know who you may just bring into an audition who may sometime in the future be one of the ballerinas who does...
Yeah, absolutely. We have many young talents, and that's as I told you, that's so exciting to see them, to see these kids. Talented and willing to become better. And
before I let you go, because it just made me think about it, when you go to watch a ballet, you can always seem to see the stars. There's something that they have their arms, their hands, something that they do that's extraordinary.
Yes, that's true. yeah, it's something unique about it. So that's why it's great if you can attend our show or just any other show that you watch. It's just different from any other style and genre of dancing.
Right, and we're all going to be there. I know I certainly will be. I've gotten tickets for the whole family and the children, and we are going to. I will be watching you, and I know that people are going to love. Thank you so much for this interview. I know you're busy, and I know that, but it's worth it. People are going to come to the Moscow Ballet because you were definitely on this radio show, and so I just want to introduce again and say goodbye to Olga Aru. And this is the Moscow Ballet Great Russian Nutcracker coming on Sunday, December the 27th at 1 and 5 at the Jackie Gleason Theater in Miami Beach. Go to nutcracker.com and buy your tickets and wave to Olga as she floats across the stage.
That would be nice. Thank you for having me.
Olga, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
Goodbye.